Well, here I am at Ballito campus. As you can see, a glorious day and the tent behind me. And when I think back over this last year, wow, it's been a magnificent year.
Here at Ballito, it could only be God. DJ, do you remember the lunch we had? We had a number of properties we'd looked at, and the day in November when we opened with our first service.
It was a crazy 3 months, not even. It was deciding where the tent would go, chopping down some trees, laying the slab, electrics in the ground, water supply, electricity supply. It was a huge challenge, lots of hard work.
We launched our online campus for those who are out of town. Skip's trained online service hosts for graceonline.tv, and we have viewers from around the globe joining us every Sunday.
We have been blown away by God's constant faithfulness to us here at Riverside. We initially started with one service and had to very quickly move to 2 and now 3 services. And we're even now building a mezzanine level to accommodate the growth.
Water baptisms are events we normally plan throughout the year, but on Pentecost Sunday, something quite different happened. I had a conviction that grew that I should ask people if they wanted to receive Christ and be baptized, clothes and all, they should come. I asked, I stood, then only God. Over the course of the day in Umhlanga and the other campuses, hundreds were baptized. Only God.
You know, it's been amazing to see what only God can do in a young adult generation. Our young adult ministry forms a part of what we do here as a church, and so whether it's our young adult small groups or our young adult nights and a whole bunch of other different spaces, these are incredible spaces for young people to find a home, to find a place to grow.
Grace Kids is all about the greatest hour of the week.
We saw Aaron McElroy bring his art and talent to our Sunday teachings. Within 24 hours, we had the first 2 videos ready to go for the kids to teach them concepts like truth, faith, hope, and love.
At Grace Youth, we want to be a community of young people who are passionately following Jesus, and we want to live lives that compel others to do the same.
When I think about how far Alpha has come and how many people around the globe have been transformed by just having faith and opening their hearts to God, I get shivers.
Over 100 churches have been trained, mentored and envisioned through our first Christian Counseling Conference and the continued counseling training that Grace Counseling offers.
Paradigm Shift is a skills development program that our Missions and Justice team use in the alleviation of poverty in South Africa. Kelly and her team have trained more people than any other church or organization in South Africa.
I have seen God create friendships with people from complete opposite walks of life and create unity amongst people who would never have had met if it wasn't for Paradigm Shift and Grace.
It's incredible to work with communities and individuals and see how God helps people learn and grow.
We've seen thousands of people impacted by the pop-up street store, the distribution of containers filled with food and medicine supplies, night and day missions and life skills training, sewing and crochet classes, and a whole lot more. Only God knows every detail and every heart that has been surrendered to Him around the work done here at Grace. A huge thank you to all of those who make Grace what it is. Only God knows the sacrifice and the joys. We cannot wait to see what God can do in the days that lie ahead.